Hi everyone, this is Bob Perkins with the aa-isp's Inside Sales Studio. We're coming to you actually from Chicago at the 2016 Leadership Summit, and it's already kicked off. And I grabbed Dave Elkington aside and said, Dave, you did such a good job presenting. I got to ask you some questions about your presentation. Dave is the founder and CEO of InsideSales.com. Dave, you talked about flipping this model of inside sales completely around. I think you called it the crossover.
It's a crossover model. It's the crossover sales model. And it's solving a problem that's emerged with the market as challenged as it is with what's happening in the stock market and private markets. Companies are trying to find new ways to be more effective at selling.
Yeah.
So what the crossover model does is it allows companies to move up segment and do bigger deals without sacrificing the efficiency of inside sales.
So for many years, I know it was a question whether inside sales could effectively call on enterprise accounts and close down large deals. Does this model address that?
That's exactly what this addresses. So what's happening in the market is there's more competition. I think we're seeing people scrutinizing budgets more. And so to be able to hit their numbers, they're moving up segment. What this does is it allows organizations to go address that new segment, the top end of it, what inside sales has been traditionally able to do. It actually allows inside sales organizations to do that while still maintaining all of the efficiency and the numerical advantages of inside sales.
So the efficiency, right, the math behind it. We still want inside sales reps, prospecting into accounts and doing some account-based selling, targeting certain accounts, getting some meetings going, moving down the sales cycle.
So it's almost exactly the same as what you're doing right now. What you do, it's really two simple steps. One, you up-level your segment. So if you're doing, if the top end of your segment is, say, 100 million, add a new segment of 100 to maybe 200 million. Okay. What's interesting is your field sales reps who currently own that, they don't care because they're looking for the bigger stuff. Right. So they're going to give you that segment without any much argument. The second thing you do then is you adjust your leadership approach. So you take same existing inside sales org, you segment your country, your regions, and so you say, let's make 5 segments or whatever it happens to be, and you then up-level your inside sales organization, a new group that addresses this new segment. But instead of having your inside sales manager work in the corporate office, what you're going to do is you're going to actually parachute them out into the field. Now, they're not closers. That's not a sales rep. They're still managing this inside sales organization in the corporate office, but they're doing it remotely. What this allows you to do is go do one-on-ones and be able to actually go do belly-to-belly selling and supporting that new customer prospect.
This is really kind of cool. So let's take, for example, you have a team in, say, your team in Provo, Utah. Let's say you have 5 inside reps that cover New England.
Yep.
What you're saying, instead of putting their manager
in Provo,
you put them in Boston or somewhere in that area.
That's exactly right.
But they still manage the team.
So what they're doing, they're still doing the training, the morning stand-ups, the cadence, the pipeline review. They're doing exactly what they were doing before. But instead of jumping on the phone to help with the deal, they're going to actually jump on site with the customer. So it's virtually the identical behavior, except that it's in person.
So the best of both worlds. So here you have the power of inside sales efficiency, but face-to-face is not dead. It's preferred in a lot of cases to build that relationship.
Well, particularly in the enterprise space, what you're going to find is your close rates are going to typically, you're going to see a 50 to 100% uplift in your close rate. And we know this, this is no surprise. So if you look at what close rates are for a field rep versus an inside sales rep, it's going to be higher. They just have, historically, the field reps don't have the scale and the ability to do as many transactions. The reps still own the deals. It's not like the manager or the guy out in the field is doing the deals. They manage it, and to some degree, this person now, as it does currently, works for the inside sellers. So they say, hey, so-and-so, I need you to go jump on site with customer A or prospect B.
Dave, I'm sitting here thinking about the sales cycle and how many times a sales might stall. It might get into the the 7th, 8th step, and it kind of stalls, and you can't reach out and look the person in the eye. So this kind of helps.
It bridges that gap. That's exactly what this addresses. So the concept is you're going to do as many transactions as you did before.
Yeah.
They're going to be up another 10 to 20% in your segment, and you're going to increase your close rate. So you're going to produce bigger deals. And you're going to do it more efficiently.
Now you're implementing this with
That's right.
On a pilot basis, piloting?
We burnt the ships. We're across the bridge already.
Well, we're going to circle back in a couple months, maybe have you back in the studio here.
Would love it.
And let's talk about what you're seeing. So, maybe lessons learned, what's working, what's not working. Dave, it's been great. Great seeing you again here in Chicago. Bob Perkins and Dave Elkington signing off from the Inside Sales Studio. Hope everyone has a great rest of the week.
Thanks for having me.